Hello and welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time. My name is Jenneca and today we are going to be tackling some organizational and cleaning projects. I am very excited. This is a much needed video for me personally. My husband and I, we just bought our house a few months ago and we still have some pretty big projects to tackle. The biggest one is definitely our basement. Now this is just kind of our dumping ground for everything we haven't found a place for yet, so we have a lot of half unpacked boxes and just stuff that doesn't have a place. And one of my biggest goals is to go through that and get that all organized and taken care of. But sometimes big projects can feel really overwhelming, so I'm hoping to share some tips and tricks that help simplify the process and break things down so they don't feel quite so overwhelming. I also just love watching other people clean and organize when I'm doing it, because then I feel like I'm not alone and I feel motivated and inspired by what they're doing. So hopefully you feel a little bit of that from this video. I also want to do our closet and bathroom spaces and touch up our office and craft room just a little bit. All right, let's jump into it. Okay, like I said, this room is a major project that I want to tackle today. It is full of half unpacked boxes and honestly probably looks worse than it is, but I want to go through and just sort and categorize everything. I'm not going to find a place for every little item in our home, but I am going to just put it into different categories. I find this to be an effective way of tackling overwhelming projects. I think the idea behind organization is not just moving stuff around, but actually creating systems that work well for you. And the system that I want to create in this room is just simply to have categories and smaller projects for me to tackle in the future. For example, I'm putting all of our home decor in one place. I'm putting my husband's stuff in another place so that he can go through that when he's ready. And I'm putting stuff from our wedding in another pile. And this will just help simplify in the future when I'm ready to tackle each individual project. Okay, I have sorted through pretty much everything. Everything is in piles according to their categories. Over here I have just empty boxes and storage containers, and that was a great feeling to just have a mountain of empty boxes that I can now get rid of. Next, I just moved these piles into the storage room in our basement. I'm really grateful for this space because I was able to move these small projects that I've created for myself out of the way so that we could have our basement back. We don't use our basement a ton yet. It's something we'll grow into more as our family grows, but I just wanted that living space to be nice and minimal. We also have some food storage, and we try to stock up on essentials whenever they're on sale and we can get a good deal. So I wanted to organize those items just to make them easier to find. We don't have a lot yet. It's something we want to grow slowly over time, but I want to start introducing systems and just categorizing things within that food storage and essential storage to be able to find it easier in the future, especially since I'm moving a lot of stuff into our storage room. I don't want this space to feel too overwhelming or difficult to find what I need. Okay, you remember what the basement looked like before, but look at it now. It is totally clean and minimalistic. Over in this corner, I'm going to move our workout equipment that's in the garage so that we have a space to exercise. And then here I just have our boxes and storage containers. I'm leaving them out this week while I organize everything because I want easy access to them, but eventually I'll tuck them away so they're not out in the open. And then on the stairs here, I just have some stuff I still need to take upstairs and put away. And then over in our storage room, it's a little bit of organized chaos. Our vacuum broke, so I can't clean the floor yet, but I will get to that once I can fix our vacuum. Over here, I have a mountainous pile of clothes that I need to go through. A lot of them are fall and seasonal and winter clothes that need to be sorted, as well as some of my husband's clothes and things. Over here, I have some home decor. And I also have seasonal decor in this area, some of the stuff I took down when I decorated for fall, and then some other boxes and things that we can just tackle when we're ready. But it is all categorized and sorted in a way that will make it very manageable. I can just pick one little area at a time to go through, and I want to really tackle that mountainous pile of clothes this week. I organized the basement on Friday. It is now Monday and I am ready to tackle that mountainous pile of clothes. I like to keep off-seasonal clothes in storage when I'm not using it just because it simplifies my closet a lot. I try to pack up some of my favorite seasonal items so that when I open it again in the coming season, it is exciting. This not only saves me space, but also money because I don't feel the need to go out and buy new seasonal clothes because it feels like Christmas morning every time I open my old clothes. Now it's time to go through and take out my summer and spring outfits. This is always a little bittersweet because I love these dresses and clothes, but it is going to feel so good to make room for the new season in my closet and to start embracing fall and winter. It is definitely getting chilly in our area, so it's time to put some warmer clothes in my closet. Once summer was out of the mix, I added fall and winter back in. I had so much fun just creating outfit ideas in my head and reminiscing on these clothes that I'd forgotten I had. I am very grateful to be able to do this. I know it's a blessing and a privilege to have clothes and to be able to mix and match with this season. It was fun to take a moment to just be grateful for the things that I do have. I know that things don't bring happiness in life, but I think that appreciating the things that we have does. Next, I packed up and sent off my summer clothes. They are headed for the basement, and putting them in this tub and folding them nicely is going to look so much better than the mountainous pile of garbage bags and clothes I had before. I also find that summer clothes are just easier to pack up. They're less bulky. We ski and we spend a lot of time outside in the winter, and so the fall and winter clothes that I have are just bulky and also necessary because it is so cold in our area and region. Okay, the clothes aspect of my closet is completed. This is my section here, the other side my husband uses. I have jackets here, I have some shirts, and then I have my plaids and flannels here, and then over here I have just dresses, overalls, and skirts on the very end. And then I also have a shoe organizer over on the far right side that you can see for just a few more of my shoes. Up top, I keep some extra sweaters. I don't like to hang some of my sweaters because it can kind of stretch them out and ruin the shoulder area. And then I also keep some pants up there, and it works great. I know it doesn't look like the prettiest thing ever, but it works really well for me. Okay, this is the next area that I need to work on. We have these shelves over here, and the bottom three are mine to use, and I don't really need them for clothes, so I've been trying to use them as like a vanity area because our bathroom is so small, but I haven't found a system that works. I've been pulling stuff out to try to reorganize it, and today I want to tackle that. Our bathroom is pretty small, like I said. This is our sink. We each have one drawer and then a tiny little under the sink cupboard space. Even though it's small though, I'm very grateful for this primary bathroom, and just the fact it's connected to our bedroom is a huge blessing. And so I want to really maximize the space we do have. We have this cupboard up above the toilet, and it's a good space. I just want to find a system to use it better. We split it in half because the top shelf is taller than the bottom shelf, so we don't just divide it by shelf, but we divide it in half. That way we can both use that top vertical space for taller items. But my stuff is definitely spilling into my husband's, and I want to give him his space back, and so I really want to get that organized. I decided to start by organizing my makeup. It desperately needs it. I've been putting it in this bag that I'm pretty sure it came with a set of sheets, and I had some pencil shavings from my eyeliner spill as well as some foundation, so everything's just really dirty. I gave it a good wipe down. I don't know, I travel a lot with my makeup, take it back and forth when we stay different places, and I just find it so hard to keep it clean. So if you have any tips, let me know. I did want to find a new makeup storage bag that actually is intended for that purpose. So I found this one on Amazon, and I'm editing this a few days after making this video, and I actually really like it a lot. It's really cool. You lay it out flat like a mat and you store everything on it, and then when you're ready to go, you just cinch it and it creates a bag. And one of my favorite parts is the fact that it is machine washable. That is something I desperately needed, and I am very excited that I can just throw this in the wash if it gets dirty. I have a pretty minimalistic makeup routine. I don't use all of these items on a daily basis, but I did put the items that I use fairly regularly in this bag, and then everything else that's extra is just going to go in that vanity area in the closet. Next, it was time to organize the drawers and cupboard spaces in the bathroom. On my side of the cupboard, I really wanted to have my daily skincare routine in this little tote to just make it very convenient and easy to find. I also put all of my scents, my lotions and perfumes and deodorants up top. I want to find a more eco-friendly alternative to flossing, but I did have these little picks, so I put them in this jar and added it in the shelf below the cupboard. And I am actually missing one of the lids to these jars. I'm really sad. In the other jar I have teeth whitening strips and Q-tips. I also made this little riser with the candle and perfume on it, and it's kind of a fun little corner. Next, I decided to consolidate my vanity area in the closet. I just organized my hair stuff into different containers. I found this paper towel roll and just put my scrunchies on it, and right now it works great, so I love that. And then I just kind of cleaned up the area. The bottom shelf is all hair stuff. The top shelf is going to be for extra makeup and things that I don't use all the time but want to be able to access whenever I need them. I do have a Cricut machine, and one day I might make really nice labels for these containers, but I don't like to do that until I've really committed to an organizational system, and I like having the flexibility of changing things if they're not working. So I just have sticker paper. It's really cheap, and you can just cut it out to whatever shape and size you want and then peel off the back. So I just wrote out some labels to put on these containers as well as in the bathroom. I find labels to just be so beneficial to me. I think it helps me not only remember where to put things, but if things do get unorganized or out of hand, it's really easy for me to clean if I have labels, because then I can just remember where everything goes. I'm kind of an out of sight, out of mind person, and so if it's in sight, it's a lot easier for me to keep organized. I have some fun hats that I thought would be nice hanging on the wall. It'll not only organize the hats, but they're kind of decorative and almost like a piece of art. So I hung those just using thumbtacks going down the side of this wall next to the shelves. I got this full-length mirror jewelry organizer about 1.5 years ago on Amazon. It has lights around the outside and I love it. It's so effective. It stores my jewelry really well, and having a mirror on the back of the closet door is just really nice and convenient. But it desperately needs a good clean and organization because it got pretty messy in our move. I said I was going to organize my craft room and office area, but I realized I kind of want to make a separate video for that. I think I'll do like a craft room tour and organization and decorating video. But I did organize a few office items, particularly our cords and electronics, and this is a system that's worked really well for us. It just needed a little updating since the move. So I put all of our cords in these labeled baggies and stored them in this tote next to my desk. I wanted to note that I did these projects over the course of an entire week. I didn't do them all in one day, and there's no pressure or need to race or rush through every project on your list. Just tackle your to-do list one day and one project at a time, and make sure you take time to enjoy all of that hard work. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jenneca, and I make home-centered content designed to inspire creativity and resourcefulness. Things like DIY, crafting, decorating, and organization. I post videos weekly, usually on Fridays, so hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.